There you go. I really hadn't started Steam at all today, so thank God for the intro. So I actually was able to start the damn thing. Now for peak, goddamn right. You're absolutely right, Menon. Absolutely right. Make sure everything is in order. Like the audio. So let me just check that, and well, then we'll just get right on into it. Tools are free time for his sucked into the void of college assignments. Aw, shit. Well, I appreciate I could be your 2-hour entertainment. Then I appreciate that you picking me for your 2-hour entertainment. I appreciate that. It means a lot. I'll do what I can to entertain. If you would please, Jacket. Thank you. Alright. So sit back. I'd say relax, but we can't relax at this section, I think. So just sit back and enjoy. More habits feel. Oh boy. After lunch, take a break and go back to my room. Suzuka said she had something to do, and took Ilya to her room. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. So she said, we don't have any way to fight back against Zoken right now. All there's to do is wait for Totsuka to finish whatever she's working on. Sakura goes back to her own bedroom. She had several dizzy spells when we were cleaning up after lunch. I was relieved when I saw her in good spirits this morning, but she's still suffering from a fever. She took our advice to rest in the bedroom when she had felt tired at all. Now I'm alone, looking at my left arm. I couldn't move it at all before, but now I can slightly bend it at the elbow. It still feels completely numb, but on the bright side it doesn't hurt much anymore. If there's any pain, it's mostly from the crest that Totsuka transplanted to me. My shoulder, throat, and dantian just below my navel. Dantian? Is that an innuendo? No. It's no, it actually is something. Oh. Energy center. It's a okay. It's some spiritual stuff. Okay. Fair enough. Each spot feels like one of the Frankenstein monster's bolts are screwed into it. Did this just... hold on. Picture yourself as a cyborg from a sci-fi movie. It's an amusing image, but there's nothing funny about my condition. I wanted to check out my arm in the mirror, but I can't even stand up in front of it. Real. It's sometime before 2 p.m. Got time to kill, so... well, I think the obvious choice is obviously Sakura. Make sure she's okay. This is her route after all. I'd love to see what Ilya and Totsuka are up to, but we'll just be in the way. I don't see why Ryder would talk to us, so Sakura does. I'll go check on Sakura. She went back to her bedroom like we asked, but I'm worried about whether she's getting proper rest.
Sakura, iruka?
Ooh, that's hot. The hot chocolate is hot. I know it's supposed to be, but it's warmer than it usually is. And not quietly. Hear a languid voice on the other side of the door. Changed. That's a little panicky. Was Sakura sleeping? About 2 minutes later... no. What? Oh, you wanted to see a different one, didn't you? Well, it's Sakura's route, so we just gotta do Sakura things. You know?
お邪魔する。
This close to a peak. Oh. You're... It's too early for this, man. Come on. It's too early for this. Oh my god, you... Excuse me. I thought you actually meant something important. Never mind. I was nervous, standing here waiting to enter a girl's bedroom. I've been in this room before, but the situation's different now. Back then, Sakura was unconscious. Now, she's inviting me in.
それで何かあったんですか、先輩。私、少し眠っていたから物音とか聞いてなくて。
いや、そんなんじゃない。別に何かあったから来たんじゃなくて、さくらがちゃんと休んでるか気になってきたんだけど。
Exactly, just making sure if you're doing alright. But I ended up interrupting her sleep.
それなら合格ですね。私、ちゃんと休んでましたよ。
That's great! That's great to hear.
ああ、起こしちまってごめん。さくらだって自分の体を分かってるもんな。熱があるのに無理して動き回ることなんてないんだ。なんか俺が過保護すぎたみたいだ。
Yeah, a little bit. I'm disappointed in myself. I make Sakura giggle.
やっぱり気を回しすぎか？
Maybe.
いえ、そんなことありません。先輩は鋭いです。
Oh?
本当はですね、お掃除の続きをしたかったんです。
Clean what?
このまま先輩が来なかったら、ちょっと抜け出しちゃおうって思ってました。
You mean cleaning the house, right? Not the streets? Because there is a difference. I just want to make sure we got this figured out. You mean the house and not the streets. Okay? Okay.
抜け出しちゃおうってさくら。
Can't do that.
はい。だってこんなに元気なのに、寝込んでいたら病人みたいで嫌だったんです。だから先輩に言われても、いつも通りの私でいようって。
Uh-huh.
けど、そうしたら姉さんがふざけるなって怒るんです。
You... Type Moon. Listen. Buddy, my hand's on your shoulder. Listen. Let me talk to you. Listen. We talked about this yesterday. Okay? We had a nice long, good conversation about this yesterday. Before stream ended. About your usage of sister and Nessan. You can't have both. You can't. Alright, we talked about this. You can't have both. And if I came to the conclusion that yes, you can't have both, so you pick Nessan, we stick with that one, that's what we do. Then you do this. And it's like, come on. Hey, Rain. Thanks for joining. I'm just mad at Type Moon at the moment. I'm just making this expression. That's me right now, actually. I'm just mad because they had it yesterday and then they messed it up again.
倒れたら、私たちに迷惑がかかるって。
You had it written correctly and then now you fucked it up. Yesterday, there was a little conversation that came up about typing Nessan or typing sister when they say Nessan. And I'm like, okay, let's just get out of the way now, like have them do it one way and then we just stick with it, right? And the conclusion that we ended up with is that when Sakura says Nasan, it says Nasan. I'm like, okay, great. That's great. I know what that means. I'm sure everyone who's reading this knows what that means. Fantastic, great. And then Sakura says it again, and then it says sister, and I'm like, why? Why? You're trying to have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. And yet here we are. Just pick one. You're making this weird. Like, just pick one. Just pick a spelling. Like, I know sister is technically it is correct. I just wish you'd pick one. All right, it's something. It's something. It's a me thing. I'm picky about it. No, that's the type of mood looking back at me. No, I'm doing both, and you gotta deal with it. It's just me being picky. Because I was just reading the official Tsukima translation, and everyone's saying a different thing to refer to Shiki. Like Arc says Shiki, Ciel says Tonakun, Akia says Nissan, Isuru says Shiki-sama, and then Kwaga says Shiki-san, but it always just says Shiki. Like, no, it just says Shiki. Like, that's it. And it's like, dude, I get you want to make sure that you know who's being referred to, like the main character being referred to here, I get it. But your readers are not stupid. They're not dumb. Come on. It also helps, like, if a character's talking off screen, it helps you distinguish who's talking. I know you have the voice. Bold assumption. I know, I'm part of the problem. But you know what I mean. That's true. I'd love to stop Sakura from cleaning the house. But she wouldn't listen to me. I wasn't sure what to do until Totsuka stepped in. Still, she didn't exactly ask nicely. If you faint again, we'll have to kill you. It was an awfully aggressive way to make her back down. Yeah. She sure did, so let's not have it happen again, shall we? Splendid. Sakura seems happy about it. Huh. I see now. Despite her worries, she's happy that Totsuka is worried about her. Exactly, like, bro, it will not kill the reader, please. And that, I'll say it again. After now reading, obviously, Stay Night, they have kept honorifics. Somewhat. At least when she says Nasan, I guess. I'm hoping that's a step forward, that they'll keep it for the Red Garden translation. That's me, that's Copium. You think of how popular Persona 5 was, and it using honorifics. You'd think that would teach everyone else, like, oh, we should just keep honorifics in. It seems people don't mind this at all. Okay, we'll just keep it in then. No, it seems we're still on the divide of we keep honorifics or not. I really wish we just kept them though, but okay. Actually, to be fair, I say like this game has honorifics, but like nobody uses them, so of course it's not worth it. I'm for keeping it. Exactly. Like, the honorifics are great. It's a way to show how characters treat one another. You know. Obviously, if you don't know what each honorific means, then I guess it's just kind of seems like a whatever thing, really. But if you do know what each honorific means, that gives you an idea of how each character will see one another or treat one another. You know. So, like, I wish they'd kept it for everything. Japanese made, it gets translated to English, obviously. If we put it in, like, American-made games, that'd be kind of weird. Unless you make something that's in a Japanese setting, then sure, go for it. But, like, having a complete, like, straight-laced, medieval game use honorifics, that'd be kind of funny. Actually, that'd be hilarious. I want that now. I want the most, like, medieval, Western-made, like, medieval game ever made, but they use honorifics. It doesn't matter which one, just any of them. That would be hilarious. It wouldn't make sense, but like, come on.
今は調子が悪いだけで明日になれば元気になってるんです。ほら、この前の風邪と同じでこんなの一日経てば治っちゃうんですから。
By getting over it overnight, you mean in your room? Yes? You're not gonna be leaving the room to get over your cold?
バカ。邪魔しちまった俺が言うことじゃないけど、さくらは横になっていてくれ。眠れるのなら眠った方がいい。
Surely.
夕食時に起こしに来るから、それまでゆっくりしてるといい。
Mm-hmm. Trying to leave, but here's Sakura tugging my shirt sleeve.
さくら。
What is it?
先輩の言う通りちゃんと眠るんですけど。
I'd hope so.
その先輩がそばにいてくれるのは嬉しいです。
It's for Sakura to ask to be pampered. She tries to do everything on her own. Maybe she doesn't want to be a burden to other people. And now she's being a little selfish. No, some of this isn't selfish at all. But from her point of view, she's being very indulgent. She looks so timid as she asks me. I wouldn't do anything she asks, but something like this hardly counts as a favor at all.
じゃあ、もう少しここにいる。
I agree. Supposed the urge to hug her. Just calm down.
やった。それじゃあお茶を入れてきますね、先輩。とっておきの中国茶をごちそうしちゃいます。
Whoa, 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 whoa. You're supposed to go to sleep here. Sakura turns to the bedroom door.
また、お茶は俺が入れるから、さくらはベッド。これじゃ本末転倒じゃないか。
Exactly, like, you stay here. Don't move.
そうですね。なんかおかしいです、私。
You're a bit excited, that's all. I get it. Sakura happily gets back into bed. As I walked out, I gave her a gentle pat on the head and went to make tea. Damn. Right? Still, though, this is more mentally exhausting than I expected. Sakura and I are alone.
けど、本当はですよ。本当は先輩が姉さんのことを好きなんだって。
Why are we talking about this? What are we talking about this?
先輩、姉さんの前だとすごく楽しそうにしてますから。
Nothing she's saying is entering my brain. I look at her the wrong way, I won't be able to hold myself back. I'm a guy, after all. When I think back to the other night, I may want to scoop her up in my arms. You calm down.
姉さんに比べたら私なんて魅力ないし。先輩、イリアさんも好きみたいだし。
They used a honorific. But there's not in the text. Ugh. This surely is a wretched, evil world we live in. I heard that Ilya-san, but it's not typed out. God, we live in an evil fucking world, chat. We live in a cruel world. Oh, so yes, but not in that way. She's a
そ
sibling.
の
Relax.
先輩は物おじする子は嫌いなんでしょうか。
That's a good question. What about you guys? What about you, chat? Do you chat dislike shy girls? I'm here or there. You know, I'm either or. I don't dislike shy girls, obviously. Obviously not. Sakura's great. But nah, I couldn't say I like Mato Sakura. Valid answer. Alright, valid answer. I was gonna say if I had to put it on a scale, like 8 out of 10? Not a personal preference, but I don't blame you. I can say that much. I don't blame you. That's kind of fucked up, actually, giving. Alright. It's a type, alright? I'm just judging a type. I'm not judging a person. I'm judging a type here, alright? Take a deep breath and steady myself. I shouldn't do anything too extreme while Sakura's in this state. Though, I suppose that would help her. So it isn't a bad thing. It isn't bad, but... Oh, right. Those get Ilya right next door. If we do anything here, they'll know. I don't know for a scornful way they'll look at me the next time we're in the living room. Oh. I went backwards, sorry. Didn't know I could do that.
Sakura.
Niche PG2. Yeah, just for personality on Twitch. Hey! Hey! That's not true! Motherfucker. I can't believe this. That's not. Also, chat. A little something I want to mention. I didn't watch the whole thing. I went back to the second Heavensfield movie because I just wanted to see some of the scenes. Like, how did the movie do some of the scenes again? Like with, you know, Saber Salter and all that. I was curious. I was just curious. And the conversation with Ryder out at night and all that. I was just a little bit curious. And while I don't mind, my stance is still true on this. I don't mind the movie giving Berserker a fighting chance, in heavy quotations here, fighting chance. I much prefer the quick kill on him. Like the big one hit, he comes back, and then second hit is he's dead because Excalibur. I think that is definitely a lot better. And I completely forgot about this. Ilya's little bird things that are just not in the novel. That is just not in the visual novel. At least they haven't appeared yet. Just little bird, like, string bird things she has. She had one guide Shiro through the forest to get to the battlefield. I don't really understand. I thought it was kind of weird, but sure. And what was another thing? Oh yeah, Shiro doesn't meet Tosaka in the forest. They meet at the battlefield, and I'm like, what? Alright. Sure. And that's all I can remember. That's about all I watched. Because again, I just skimmed through. I just wanted to, like, get an idea of, like, what was changed again. I did not rewatch the Archer stuff. I'd rather not go through that again. not yet, anyway. So, if they change any of the Archer scene, like, at all, with his, sacrifice, I don't know. I'd rather not find out. If I'm gonna be honest. I pulled back to reality from my daydream when I realized that Sakura is oddly gloomy. Our scene is great. Oh, that's good to know. Oh yeah, actually, there was one more thing. After, I do not understand why they did this. At the same time, I can kind of understand, but at the same time, I don't. After the conversation with Ryder, the intimate scene between Shiro and Sakura happens, and I'm like, what? What do you mean this is now? I mean, I guess for the movie, given the conversation Shiro has with Ryder, I guess it's fair it happens now, but like, why? This should have happened like at the start of the movie, almost. Is when this should have happened. Obviously, they don't exchange blood. No, they didn't, because that's not what the movie actually does. The whole thing. Yeah, like Shiro does it with the archer arm. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Huh? Oh yeah, right, because the movie starts with the fucking classroom scene. Oh yeah, right, it starts with the classroom scene. Right, it's come back to me. God, the movie pacing is so fucking hilarious. I forgot it starts with the fucking classroom scene. Like, huh? Alright. Sure.
いいえ、先輩は何もしてません。何もしてないのが問題なんです。
So that'll be a fun movie to watch when the movie night happens, when I'm done. Now I went a little bit past the actual romance scene, and then I say romance scene, the intimate moment between them. And then I don't remember actually. There was a scene that I didn't recognize, so I stopped it there. I'm like, okay, I guess we're like, if we're going by the movie's timeline, we're like about halfway through the second movie. Which is kind of ridiculous, which is kind of wild actually. I'll give them that. It's kind of wild that they crammed that much into the second one. Like, okay, alright, you crammed that much into it. If I can remember what the scene was, I think it was just like Shiro waking up in the morning, or something to do with it was something to do with Elia, or I think, or Shiro, I don't remember. Something I hadn't seen as of yesterday, at least. No, as of Tuesday last week. So whatever I saw, probably passed it, or it probably didn't happen. I don't know, Ufotable doesn't make good fate movies.
そのですね。私、際どい
Yeah,
ことを言ったん
probably.
です。先輩、聞いてませんでしたけど。
Because it was a small thing, I'm like, okay, I don't recognize this, I'll stop here, it's better I do, instead of like suddenly spoiling myself with something that happens later. I'll worry about it when it happens in the novel, not in the movie. But yeah, great pacing movie, good pacing. Doesn't ring the bells, but you stopped anyways. Yeah, that's the best I can give. I don't remember. It was something very unimportant. It seems anyway.
すまん。確かに上の空だった。確か遠坂の話をしてたと思うんだけど。
But I sure noticed a lot of the downtime moments were just gone. I sure noticed that part. Oh, I sure noticed that. Not a lot of downtime. Oh, yippee! Woo! Not a lot of downtime after like the beginning of the movie. That's how they're gonna do Mihoyo, and I'm fucking terrified.
ええ、そうです。姉さんが
That's
ここで
crazy.
寝泊まりするようになって嬉しいかって。
This is gonna be me watching the Mihoyo movie when it comes out. This is gonna be me like, ah, yes, I get to see them on the big screen. But oh god, you're fucking up the story. Oh, why? We'll see. I'm dooming a little bit, but like, can you blame me? Can you blame me? Alright. Let's just talk about our current living situation.
で、どうなんださくら、遠坂のこと好きなんだろなら、今の状況は嬉しいんじゃないか
I mean,
嬉しいです。けど、それと同じくらい不安なんです。姉さんは私の理想で、私じゃ手に入らなかったものをいっぱい持ってます。だから近くにいると、目を背けたくなって、素直には喜べない。
I see.
なんだか姉さんにも自分にも何をしてるんだって責められてる気がしてしまって。
Well, she just wants to set you straight, make sure you're doing alright. It's tough love, Sakura. I know it's not fun, but it's tough love. translation team, I'm onto you. I'm fucking onto you. Better fix your shit, my right guard. I swear to God. I think I understand. It's not long to go, too. If I was suddenly faced with my ideal self, the set would be too painful and blinding. But you were. but you were. You just don't know it at this route, though. You were. You just don't know it. If I can emphasize, or empathize.
Sakura, お前、遠坂みたいなのが理想なのか?
I don't think you should be like Tosaku. Ask her wearily. It's the kind of question that would spur Tosaku to knock me out in one punch, if she were here.
ずっと姉さんみたいになりたいって思ってました。もちろん魔術師としてじゃなく女の子としてですよ。
I see.
姉さんは何でもできていつも颯爽としてるじゃないですか。私も一度でいいからあんな風にかっこよくなりたいなって。
But like, Sakura, there's a lot of things you can do too, you know. There's a lot you can also do, so I don't think you should put yourself down like that. You know, like, you might surprise yourself with what you can do, you know? You might suddenly think, oh, I can't do this, and then suddenly, whoa, I can? So, you know. Come on. Don't put yourself down now. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. Someone talks about Totsuka cheerfully. I have mixed feelings about that, but I bet Totsuka is pretty cool. In fact, I find the way she owns all of her own words and actions to be very handsome. What? I mean... Sure? I guess that's a way to describe her? Sure, let's go with that.
なるほど。けど、さくらは今まで遠坂と会えなかったんだろ? マトと遠坂の取り決めとかなんとかで。それでよく遠坂のことを知ってるな。はい。
だってどうしたって気になるじゃないですか。
What do you mean?
私も姉さんも子供の頃のことは覚えてないんです。
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
何しろずっと前だったから、ただ
True.
事実として私たちはもともと姉妹だったんだって知っていただけです。
Okay.
それで余計に気になって私たちはお互いを遠くからよく見てたんです。
That's alright.
話すことはできなかったけど、1学年上の遠坂先輩の噂はよく聞こえてきましたし。
Why is it Sakura being the only one allowed to use honorifics and it actually being typed out here? What's happening?
火の打ちどころのない優等生って噂か?
Ah, flawless honor student.
言われてみれば、あいつは有名人だから話には事欠かないよな。
And she's nothing like the rumors. Well, she's nothing about being flawless honor students.
はい。それに会えないということもありませんでした。学校ではよく声をかけてもらえたし、弓道部にも見学に来てくれましたから。
So she's broke the deal basically, almost immediately, and made sure to keep an eye on you.
それでですね。そういう時にいつも思ってたんです。私は見てもらえるだけでいいって。気にかけてもらえるだけで幸せだし、それ以上望んだらきっと嫌われるって分かってましたから。
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think she would adhere to you.
嫌われるってどうして？
Exactly. Why would she despise you?
私の魔術は姉さんとは違いますから。魔術というのは基本的に用途を定められていないでしょ。
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised yours are different considering you're part of the mottos, in a sense. So you learn their magecraft.
先輩の魔術だって何かを成し得るために何らかの現象を起こすものです。そこには初めから限定された目的はないと思います。
Hey, we don't know what Shiro's magecraft is. Hey, we don't know. He says it's strengthening, but hey, we don't. Who knows? It could be anything, right? Surely, it could be anything.
そうだな。できることは決まってるけど、できたものをどう扱うかはその都度違う。
Exactly.
けど魔導の魔術は違います。魔導の技は初めから他人から奪うことに限定した魔術なんです。
Now how? That works. That sentence works, but I can't tell if it's meant to be. That's now how the magecraft works, or not how. You know, I'm guessing it's meant to be not how, but either one works.
それ以外の用途なんて持たない。他人の痛みしか糧にせず、他人の喜びを還元する教えがない。
You know what I think, Sakura? I think it's just about how you use them. That's what I think. I can't answer that. After all, I don't know what kind of magecraft the Matos taught Sakura. It's always a shame because she feels that she learned magecraft for nefarious purposes. So the difference between Sakura and Tozuka stems from the magical differences between their families. The more Sakura despises the magecraft she was taught, the worse her guilty conscience gets.
さくらは魔導の魔術が嫌いなのか？
先輩、それは人間に呼吸をするのが嫌いなのかと聞いてるようなものです。
That's fucking extreme, but fair point. Fair point.
好きでも嫌いでもありません。ただ、そうしなければ生きていられなかっただけです。私は元からそのためだけに魔導の家に譲られた子供ですから。魔導の後継者になれなければそこで消えていたものなんです。
That's depressing.
先輩、そんな顔しないでください。確かに教えは厳しかったけど、先輩が思っているほど辛いものではなかったんですから。
Uh-huh. Sure.
それにですね、厳しさで言ったら先輩にはかないません。
Well, because you're better at this than I am, obviously.
私、人に傷つけられるのは楽なんですけど、自分で自分を傷つけるのは怖いんです。
That doesn't make it any less bad.
生きたがりな私は自分で幕を下ろすことができない。
You know, it wouldn't be this kind of wording, but that is something Noelle would say. She'd say something like that. Maybe not quite like one-to-one, but she would say something similar. Methinks.
死んでしまうことは何ともないけど、自分で死のうと考えるのは怖いんです。
That's fair.
けど先輩はどっちもできちゃうんです。その先輩が夜にどんな修練をしているか見ちゃったことがあるんです。
Yeah, it's pretty stupid training, isn't it?
一度だけですよ。忘れ物をして取りに来た時、土蔵の方で物音がして様子を見に行っちゃったんです。
That is what it is. Sakura dips her head apologetically. But her apology is just making me uneasy.
いや、謝らなくていい。それは俺の不注意だろ。さくらがいるってことに気づかなかったんだからな。 周りの気配に気づけないようじゃ魔術師として失格だ。
それが。
それより、それっていつのことだ？さくらがやってくるようになってからすぐか？
Yeah, when was this? I sure hope it was. Made a fair bit of progress. It was even it was a snail's pace. Even if it was. What happened recently, I still couldn't notice her presence, then it wouldn't mean that I haven't grown at all since my early days.
去年の夏頃の話です。藤村先生がスイカを持ってきてくれた日なんですけど。
Okay.
そうか。よかった。
Yeah, okay, thank God. So we're not complete shit. Alright. That's time relief. It was half a year ago, and that's an excuse I can make.
それでさくら、その見た感想とかどうかな。
As the first time someone online critic who saw me practicing magecraft. The few examples in front of Toadska the other day, but that was a lot different from my training in the shed. In that sense, hearing Sakura's opinion is like having a teacher give me feedback after an exam. She's a motto mage too, so maybe she'll give me a good score.
内容に関しては黙秘権を使わせてもらいます。姉さんじゃないけど点数をつけたら大変なことになっちゃいますから。
I see. It was terrible.
それは赤ということですか。
To be fair, Shiro, you create your own magic circuit and then you destroy it afterwards. Straight F, you're terrible. You create your own magical nerves and then you have it be destroyed afterwards? That's stupid. Why are you doing this?
それなら真っ赤と言えるでしょうね。
Oh, brother. Oh, man. Sometimes you're more like your sister than you think, Sakura.
けど先輩、私本当にその時しか見てないんです。いえ、見てないんじゃなくて怖くてもう見られなかった。
That's fair.
怖くて見られなかった。
Share the way you do magic training is fucking horrible. Of course nobody wants to watch that.
はい。それだけじゃなくて、何度も何度も止めなくちゃって思ってました。先輩の鍛錬は普通じゃありません。私には先輩が自分の喉を突き刺しているように見えました。そう錯覚したんじゃなくて、本当にそう見えてしまったんです。そんな風に見えてしまったくらい、先輩の鍛錬は危険なものでした。
I know what Sakura's trying to say. Every time I manifest my magic circuits, I flirt with death. If my focus slips by so much as a millimeter while I'm wrapping my consciousness around my innards, I could have blasted them out of my body. Isn't that the price every mage has to pay? My old man said that death would always walk at my side.
そうかな。魔術師ならあんなものだって聞いてるけど。それに俺が危なっかしいのは単にまだ未熟だからじゃないか。
No, Shiro, you're just stupid.
それは違います。未熟とか半人前とか。
The cheeky grunt said, real.
大体そんなことを言ったら、資質がないのに魔術を使える先輩は別格です。
Huh.
魔術というのは使うものではなく、体に覚えさせるものなんです。先輩のように毎回そのためだけに魔術回路を発現させるなんて普通の魔術師はしません。
You're being kind of a weirdo, senpai, that's what it is. What?
私が言っているのは最終的な結果なんです。先輩は自分を殺すことを毎晩やっていました。誰に強制されるのでもなく、かといって自分のためでもないのに、ずっと一人きりで堅くなにそれを守ってきた。
It's not that it ever got easier because, hey, you started learning about it. It's that you started accepting that you're killing yourself slowly. That is, wild.
それは姉さんにもできないことだと思います。
Nope.
先輩はそれが善悪どちらであろうと一度決めたことを最後まで守り通す。だからきっと私たちの中で先輩が一番強い。
Damn. It's incredibly embarrassing to hear you say that with a straight face, Sakura.
バカ、おだてても何も出ないぞ。だいたい強さで言うなら遠坂だし、さくらだってどんな魔術師だか知らないけど、魔道の後継者だし、ライダーだっているじゃないか。
Exactly.
いいえ、先輩は強いです。それは魔術回路でも魔術特性でもなくて、心のあり方が純粋だから。そんなこと出会った時から分かってたんですよ。この人はきっと何も裏切らない人なんだなって。
I mean, technically we kind of have. We betrayed our own ideals to get to where we are now. But that's fine. It was clearly worth it.
その
She says it that seriously, I can't protest.
サンキュー。お世辞でもさくらにそう言ってもらえたのはすごく嬉しい。
Say what I really feel, even though I'm embarrassed. Sakura smiles, looking right back into my eyes. Uh-oh. So this isn't me that way. It's good to bring back the fancies I had finally managed to shake off earlier.
そろそろ戻るかな。さくらも眠いんだろ。夜もあるんだし、午後はおとなしく休んでた方がいいんじゃないか。
Yeah. How could I clear my throat? Trying to find a place to put my eyes and sit on the wall separating this room from Tosaka's.
そうですね。夜もありますし、隣には姉さんがいるんだし。
Look at blood. I mean, game, you're not wrong. You're technically not wrong with that spelling. You're technically not wrong. But that's not exactly what we're going to be calling her from now on. But you're not wrong. I'll give you that. You're not wrong. I'll give you that, alright? It's not incorrect. But not yet, not now. Sakura blushes and looks around uneasily too, as if sensing what I'm thinking. I'm sure I'm making the same face.
それじゃあ部屋に戻る。夕食になったら呼びに来るから。
Is your whole business how this happened? I don't know. But like, again, is it wrong? No, it's technically not. She is a Tosaka. But you would never call her that.
待ってください、先輩。
Oh my god, what?
待つけど、何？
そうですね。着くまで部屋にいてくれたら嬉しいんですけど。
Oh, brother. I found myself chuckling as she stutters while trying to ask for something. I wish I could ask her to do the same for me.
邪魔じゃなかったらここにいる。さくらが眠ったら出ていくから、それでいいかな。
So sleep.
はい、もちろんです。私、頑張って起きてますから。
Sakura, I would like to get a chance to actually make dinner. Look, Sakura, I'm happy to hear you say that, but then there's no point in me staying here. When Sakura lies down, she suddenly becomes quiet. She must be really tired. She's passing out as soon as she lies down. But before that happens...
けど先輩、私は今日一日休めば治ります
Oh my
けど。
god.
先輩の腕はどうなんですか？
Finally, an actual new CG? It's been so long. She started talking to me again. I guess she doesn't tend to sleep after all.
俺の腕なら問題ないよ。この布を巻いている限り痛みはないし、少しずつ動くようにもなってきてる。この分なら明日には普通に動くんじゃないかな。
Maybe.
よかった。ほら、姉さんが手当てをしてから随分経っているでしょ。あの時は応急処置みたいだったし、もう効き目はないんじゃないかって。
随分経ってるって。さくら。
A long time.
姉さんも姉さんですよね。魔術刻印を利用するのはいいけど、あんなのはその場しのぎで7日も持たないって分かってるくせに。
What? What are you talking about? How long since she treated your arm? No, it was only yesterday. No, it was earlier. It was literally earlier. What? Sakura's tone is casual. No, they used this on. Yeah, they've done that twice now. Yeah, it's twice. They did it earlier too, so peak. I mean, that's fair. I'm just what? But she said
持たない。
7 days. That would sound terribly out of place.
そうですよ。そろそろ切れちゃう頃だから、ちゃんとした手当てをしないと。私の魔術じゃ根本的な解決はできないから、今度ライダーにいいアイディアがないか聞いてみますね。
What? What are you talking about? She treated the arm hours ago. Wait. The Mata made. What happened 7 days ago? I don't remember what happened 7 days ago. So it's a dose of as she talks. Can't think of anything to say. I'll just convince herself that she made a mistake because she's falling asleep.
先輩、そこにいますよね。
ああ、ちゃんといる。
よかった。そばにいてください。一人になると怖い夢ばっかり見るから。ちゃんと私を。
Uh-huh. Saku's eyes slowly close. Her breathing becomes slow and steady when she falls into a deep sleep. Crazy, right? Turn up the lights and quietly leave the bedroom. Dark, stormy clouds fill my heart in contrast to her tranquil expression.
ちゃんと私を見張っていてください。
And she's about to fall asleep. Can't help but feel that she said that unconsciously. Oh, brother, I do not like where this is going.
Sakura, 入るぞ。
Excuse me? What? 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 Huh? Wait, hold on. Who? Where? What? He opens the door without waiting for a reply. He's not waiting for his little sister to answer before opening the door.
なんだ。まだ帰ってきてないのか。本当に困ったもんだな。
Oh, we're okay. I thought we went like back in time or like Or something. No, it's just a Shinji POV. I don't fucking care about Shinji's POV at all. Flicks his tongue and steps into the room. Mato Shinji paced around his sister's room like a blind dog, with his nails along the walls.
Sakura, 今日も近か？ああ、僕を差し置いて、また下で何かやっているんだろう。
Bro, we both know you don't like that. You don't actually go to that basement. Nobody answered his repeated questions. There's no one else in the room. Sis hasn't been back for the last few days. Shinji keeps pacing around the room, though he knows full well that its resident isn't here.
いつも通り。まったく、本当にいつも通りじゃないか。
Picks up a clock and throws it. The sound of the glass breaking irritates him more than he expected.
どこ行ってんだよ。兄貴に内緒でさ。
He's throwing things and spitting out his anger. That's how this always goes. That's how he's compensated on a regular basis for the last few years. It's the greatest act of resistance he can do to forgive himself and his sister. Eris learned the truth 3 years ago. Pardon? When he was born, the Mato bloodline had already outlived its purpose. The noble line lost its power, and the Matos were reduced to ordinary people. The only special assets were their knowledge. A once great lineage of arcane scholars met its obscure end in the Orient. He was told those facts, even as a child. He was taught the Matos were special, a clan entrusted with miracles. Were. There were no Matos left who could use magecraft, and they would have to live in a society as normal people from now on. But he didn't think so. It's true that without magic circuits, or whatever they were called, he couldn't perform magecraft on his own. He knew that the mages died out with his father's generation, and that he wasn't qualified to inherit the Mato name. But the Mato still had records of their miracles. When their bloodline was over, they still had their wealth of knowledge. To the boy, that was enough to make him special. He was unlike other people. The Matos were a chosen people. Their worth hadn't diminished just because they lost their magical power and stopped being mages. He was proud to be part of that special family. It would live an exceptional life. Might be lacking as a mage, but he was born into a chosen family. That was for sure. This is copium. This is what copium is. One day, a new child came into their fold. Like, I'm the deadass. It's literally what copium is. It's like, I hate Shinji. Bro loves coping. His father said that the girl had no next of kin, so they would be adopting her. What? A new child came into their fold. His father... Yeah, I'm like, what? His father said that the girl had no next of kin. So Sakura and Tosuka's dad lied. No. No, wait. No, Shinji's dad. I don't get it. Who's... who? As her previous identity means nothing. Okay, thank you, Angelo. Also, hi. Okay, so it's Shinji's dad that lied. His father said that the girl had no next of kin, which would be Tosuka, so would be adopting her. It's just using the word next of kin, I see that as like a child thing, like, oh, her next of kin is her child, but well, yeah, she's like, what, 15, 16? Of course she doesn't have a kid. It's just the line next of kin, I didn't take it as, oh, her sister. I took it as a child. I'm like, but she doesn't have a, as far as I'm aware. It'd be kind of fucked up if she did. So that's just the translation. Using words to describe the situation, but they could use easier words for sake of simplicity. Alright? Whatever. I can't read. I'm illiterate. Please understand. It was more than 10 years ago. Hey, Mato Sakura. Tosuka Sakura. That sounds weird. Exactly. Average original reader. Exactly. That's me. From that day forward, the girl named Sakura became his little sister. He was extremely depressed. Well, she did lose her previous life, so I don't fucking blame her. At first, he didn't like her. He wanted some foreign element to come into their special family. As the days passed, he began to approve of her. Sakura was quiet, plain, and a little better than a guard dog. Not to be hostile towards her was a waste of time. He began to dote on her stupidity to an extent. He buried himself in books, or arcane arts that he couldn't perform, and found himself as a Mato heir. Only he was allowed into the Mato library. His sister was adopted. She would never be chosen as the heir, so she had no right to look at those books. Yeah, so like, he's a complete asshole even as a child, and yet Shiro will say, "Oh, we used to be such great friends, man. My best friend Mato Shinji, we're just the best of friends." I'm like, where? How? At what point? The fuck? How? This isn't like Shiki and Shiki situation, you know? Where like they were actual best friends until shit situation happened. Like it's no, that's not the same. You're not that, Shiro. You're not that. That's not what happened. Shinji was just an asshole from the start. Stop coping. Surely she would live the rest of her life as a normal person, unaware of the Mato's remaining precious knowledge. That notion satisfied his arrogance. Each mage family only has one successor. He knew that. He never had any doubts that his sister would be cast off and raised separately. Why would she be adopted then? Stupid. You're just fucking dense and dumb? Damn. Alright. Only one of them can learn magecraft, so it's natural that he didn't see her around much. Yeah, because she was busy learning magecraft. She had been from the start? I guess not. That's right. In fact, he pitied her. They lived in the same house and had the same parents, and yet only he was considered special. He felt sorry for his sister who wasn't chosen. Does he know, Chad? Does he know? I don't think he knows yet. His haughty attitude was the compassion of one who is superior, and of course, a source of his self-esteem as a reliable big brother. He lacks critical information. So, the brother pitied his sister and treated her with affection. Ah yes, slapping the shit out of her is affectionate. Okay. His sister never looked him in the eye. He figured she felt ashamed of herself. And so he doted on his helpless little sister. Until the day he learned the truth. Huh? That's what you sound like. Huh? That's what you sound like, Shinji. That's you. That's you every time you speak. That was only the sound he could make when he happened upon that room. A room he never knew about. Well, that tells you everything you need to know right there, doesn't it? Related, but kid who I thought were awesome to learn a few years like that. I was with them in classes. Guess they thought they were. I mean, is that a case of they were always kind of assholes, or they became assholes later? Because if that's the case, then yeah, fair. That's, you know, like, alright, damn. I suppose when you're young, you think of, like, rebellious acts and going against the general societal norms as, like, a cool thing. Which, I mean, that's fine if you do. It's just, like, don't break rules. Surprised the child family dynamics of a family of demon hybrids and inbred orphan are some of the most heartwarming in the entire Nostiverse. You're fucking right. That's crazy. How is the inbred orphan part of a more heartwarming family dynamic than the actual non-blood-related normal siblings? That's crazy. God, it's so weird the fact that Shiki's inbred. Like, everything about Shiki is so awesome, and it's like, oh yeah, he's inbred. Right. Fuck's sake. Maybe that's why he's all fucked up in the head. He's inbred. No, that's kind of mean. That's kind of mean. That's not why, obviously. That's not why. But damn. God, Nazi protagonists just can't catch a fucking break. Sojiro is just some mountain guy who's too stupid to know anything. Shiro is an orphan who survived a catastrophic event that traumatized him for years. And Shiki's inbred. What a wonderful cast of MCs, am I right, boys? I mean, take the out because of the main character of Mihoyo, but like, male MCs. What a wonderful cast of male MCs, am I right? That's why they're the best. Exactly. Wisdom that was never imparted to him. And talents he was never born with. All of that was here. And she was in the middle of the room, surrounded by black squirming things and their scary grandfather. His father glanced at him with a look of scorn he'd never seen before, as if he was an intruder. Okay, that's a bit subjective. So the Aka comes off as extreme possessor. She and go. Ooh, said aside from his, this is true. It's true. You're not entirely wrong, Angelo. You're not entirely wrong. It's like when they were chill, yeah, like. But even then, is their dynamic really the best? I mean, aside from Kohaku, yes. Aside from her, yeah. I guess you had a good family dynamic, yes. Aside from Kohaku, but you know. But, you know, that's for different reasons. God, I remember the Kohaku stuff again. God, the Toda family is so fucking messed up, dude. The dad, Makihisa's so fucking messed up. God, he's such a fucked up character. God damn. Is gonna tone that down in the remake? I actually wonder, is he gonna tone down some of that in Red Garden? Yeah, I'm like, is he gonna tone down some of the shit that, like, is implied in the original? I'd hope so, to be honest. It's a 50-50, yeah. Thing is, I'm with you, Minen. I'm 50-50. I don't. Would I rather it like be sugarcoated more? Yes, because I don't want to think about. Well, if you know what a synchronizer is, and you know how they have to be, how they're the most effective, and that Makihisa had a synchronizer, you know, point said. If they didn't, yeah, they include the alleyway scene. So, exactly, like if you can imply it in a way that's not absolutely fucking vile and disgusting, sure. But removing it completely, it's like I see any result being fair, because how do you even write that without it being fucked up regardless? Like, you just can't. The only way you avoid it being fucked up is just by not including it. But then that, I mean, you don't need it, but you have to rewrite a lot of shit to like not include that. The whole thing, yeah, it's such a, exactly, it doesn't work. You can't remove that part of Makihisa's character and Kohaku without changing what Kohaku and Usui are as characters. It's impossible. It's impossible. You can't fix that. Well, fix in quotations without removing something that's fundamental to the character in Farsight. So it's, oh god. It is. You're right, Arthur. It is for a good reason. God, that's gonna be But Akira romance is vital to Tsukime. If you find the Akira romance to be vital, you do you. Do I think it's vital? No. But you do you. Go for it. I wonder if they're gonna keep both endings. I hope they do, because the one ending was extremely fucked up. The good ending for Akira was so fucked up. I hope they keep it. That shit was messed up. Isn't as well, if we're being honest. It's really not. I would have preferred a sibling dynamic. Especially given how with the good ending, I think it just being a sibling dynamic works better. Because that ending, and then you remember, oh yeah, they are in a relationship, and this is how it is. Like, all right, normal. All right, it's the normal and true. Excuse me, right? The wording. Yeah. We're sure. Yeah. Shiki, I guess. But yeah, that. It was a typo. It was a clear typo. It's a typo. Obvious. It's a typo. It happens. We got fate on screen. Like, it happens. Small one person, please understand. Exactly. Like, it's a typo. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna lie, Chad, the more I think about it, Farsight's kind of fucked up in a lot of ways, isn't it? Farsight's really fucked up. Huh. Because there's the Makihisa thing, there's the... no shit. I'm just like, huh, it's really fucked up, isn't it? When I'm thinking about it again, the Akira normal ending, both Masui's endings. Oh god, both of Misui's endings. The Makihisa stuff, and oh god. Farsight is so fucked up. God damn. Wait a minute. Are they gonna... Would they give Kohaku another ending? Would they go through the effort of giving Kohaku another ending? Because we have her true end. Or, no, I guess it's normal ending? I forget which one, the wording they use. It's either true or normal. They have just like the plain ending you get for that route. Would they make another one? Just to like give everyone two endings? Surely not, right? They wouldn't do that, right? Gulp. It was over. Everything he had ever believed that he constructed in his head was turned upside down. He wasn't the special one. His sister wasn't being kept away. She wasn't the one to feel sorry for. He wasn't the one looking down at her out of pity. His life was transformed. Now that his father didn't need to hide it anymore, he began to interact only with the little sister. His little sister wouldn't say anything. She just kept staring at the floor, like always. With that same attitude that seemed like she wanted to escape his gaze, she said, they kept arguing this praying with Farsight. He was complete. Honestly, I'm not against it if they did it again. It's certainly like, oh, the face of the franchise is just not in the story. That's funny. That's comical. I'm not against. She's probably gonna be in Satsuki's route, right? Probably. They're probably saving arc stuff for Satsuki route. Guarantee. I almost guarantee it. But for like the first three, I'm fine with it. Her just being not included. Again, I'm fine with it. I mean, okay, probably some scenes in the... Is it the Hisui route? I think it's a Hisui route where you get the perspective switch, right? Yeah, it's a Hisui route where you got the perspective switches, and Shiki starts thinking he's a murderer. Like, for real, for real. They might include her in those moments when if they expand upon that. Or was it Akira that happened? It was one of those two. It was one of them. But I mean, I could see Arc being involved in it was Sasuke. Okay, I could see Arc being involved in some of those scenarios, like to expand on the whole thing, really, like to flesh it out. Yeah, to flesh it out a little bit, but don't need to. But I wouldn't be against it. I mean, I just don't know what they're gonna do. Like, I couldn't tell you what they're gonna do. I mean, heck, one of the routes might just be completely different because they have the attic to include, right? He said it with the same symphony that he once directed at her. I think she's just doing just fine. He laughed. Waffed like there was no tomorrow. It was so hilarious he wanted to break everything. Who he thought of as a plaything was the real master, while he was a clown all along. Holy, the word scumbag isn't allowed, got it? Very funny how closest that Makisa was the bad person Shiki in that tree even after he had done to her, but I called to be on that. Makisa didn't want... You also... Yeah... I think the reason Guhaku said that... Also, I know it's a bit late, but if you're watching this VOD, Crazy Tsukihime spoilers are afoot, by the way, I guess. I should probably have said something like that earlier. It's a bit late now, but I guess I'll say it now. Immense Farsight spoilers. Like, holy shit. But, I mean, at that point, I mean, she's not sane anymore. Like, obvious. I mean, does it matter anymore? Not really. I mean, a little bit because Red Garden, but okay, once Red Garden gets another trailer at some point, that's coping right there. When the next reveal comes, I will then start slowing down on talking about Red Garden content because, you know, it's getting close to release. Some people still don't know. I want to keep it down to make sure not everyone, you know, gets swallowed on that. But for now, we're free to do what we want. For now, we can do what we want. We know how to stop them. Yeah, that's also true, right? It's a fucked up situation, and you can find ways to make it not as fucked up, but it doesn't make it better. But again, like I think Kohaku said that because I mean she saw Kohaku's out of everyone in the mansion that is currently in the mansion, like Shiki, Hisui, you know, Akio. She knew him better than the rest. So I mean, she saw Makihisa at like in every state of mind he was ever in. So like, maybe he had a part of him that wasn't actually like terrible and was an alright guy, and that's like, I mean, it happened when she was a child, so that just fucks you up mentally regardless. So like, it could be a mix of that and she's just mentally fucking gone, obviously, which I wouldn't blame her. It's a fucked up situation, and there's no way to like properly, like, you can't defend Makihisa. Like, this, no matter what he might be without his impulses, he's a bad, he did something horrible. There's no excusing what he did, even if it was to like keep himself from killing anyone else beyond, you know, having to kill his son, supposedly. Exactly, right? Like, it's a shit situation. There's no way to like excuse it, obviously. Can't excuse it. But it's like, it's either that or he commits mass murder. Which one do you want? I mean, honestly, I would rather him just commit mass murder. Hey, he'll leave the Nanayos alone if he did that. But, man. But the dignity to off himself, I think that's just... I couldn't even begin to fathom why he didn't have the thought of just killing himself, so he wouldn't have to do what he did. Maybe because he was, like, too focused on, like, passing on all of the knowledge of the Tonos and all that, right? Like, who's to say? I hope that's something Red Garden would maybe even disclose, of like, oh, he couldn't, like, there was something innate within him that made it, stopped him from, like, suicidal attempts wouldn't work for some innate reason. Defeating to the character dies on the verge of retirement trope? Fuck, you're right. That's messed up. You know, Sunai's, that's not really so bad. Yeah, they're hate the nice. By the way, the me. Man, I can't. I was trying to was the Ananias, as in, even when not being on the brink, he already had plenty of blood and sense. True. True. It's such a... The early events of Tsukihima are just so fucked up before Shiki gets there. It's so fucked up, honestly. Holy presence Hisui. Protect Hisui. Hey! I know this is mostly OG, but like, well too, alright? She doesn't kill people. She kills vampires, alright? But if you're on about OG, then yeah, the only good person really is Hisui. A dead ass. Which is really depressing. Was he the crazy one, or her? Probably both. His life shattered, he went back to the house and realized something. As if the world suddenly got turned around. The environment was always this way. The one who had it backwards, who misunderstood, was himself. He realized how wretched he was. He had it all wrong from the beginning. The next 3 years were nothing but pain for him. Oh yeah, I'm with you, Angelo, 100%. I'm with you, like, I feel the same. I'm with you, like, I feel the same way. He should have. It would have been much better if he just did that instead. I don't know if that would have resulted in, like... I mean, with the inversion, we don't know. With the Yuki inversion and all that, we don't know. Like... how bad that would have escalated without Magisa to interfere. But... I don't know, like, yeah, it's such a... all those events are lined up in such a way that you really... one thing can't happen without the other, as much as we fucking hate it, you know? Like... two bads make a good. It's... the fact that no one else dies. Two shit events make something good. Which is... Shiki and Akia, you know, don't die. And get killed by an inverted Shiki who's corrupted by Roa. But we'll see how the we'll see how Red Garden tackles it. Cause there's no way to, like, there's barely a way to sugarcoat it. The things I love about Suki, the pieces together you can see everything was held together by hopes and prayers. Fucking yeah. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, thank God. If the last round was True End Hisui, which was already a fucked up kind of ending anyway, for Kohaku, if a shit ending for her specifically, I'm like, dude, you cannot have her story end this way. I would have been so upset if that's how Kohaku's story ends. Like, are you dead ass? This is how her story ends. It's either shit, terrible, dog shit, or horrible. Really, that's how her story ends. Awesome. Thank God. Exactly. Thank God for those beta testers, because god damn. Now let's hope the same for Satsuki, am I right? Let's hope she gets a decent ending too, and then I hope Noelle gets a decent ending there somewhere. Can't believe Noelle's best ending is being fucking incapacitated for a month. It's her best ending in Arc Route. But hey, it is what it is. I can't. That's her best ending, but hey, we'll see what happens. Being capacitated, it's sad, Sajin, it sure is. Next 3 years for nothing but pain for him. His father died, and his grandfather only paid attention to his sister. Well, it didn't come to. My fan face would have been written for Puzzle Clock Round. What crazy ideas the fan will come up with? I think I can almost guarantee you none of them, maybe except one, none of them would have written Kohaku to be the one pulling all the strings. Actually, no, that's in. I'm talking stupid. That's in the serious route. I'm talking stupid. I actually don't know. I'm talking stupid. I know. Listen. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. My streamer not paying attention to the endings of his favorite round. Let's go. Never change. Bro's not paying attention to his favorite round. Let's go. Ooh, no. It's what they do. It's what they do. It's what the Daydems do for real. But to answer again, I don't know. Who knows how they would have written it? Maybe they would have weaved more into the whole she's pulling all the strings. Maybe like they would have included I don't know, written a part where like you catch her doing something, and then it leads from there you confronting her about it, and you know it's a whole conflict and trying to help her change her mind and shit like that. Basically, just what happened to Quackra, but without I think that would have pretty much led to the same thing, really. Just helping her, like, not attempt to kill everyone in the mansion. I think that would be just the end result, really. Mato Shinji. It's no different from the air inside the mansion. You just feel like it didn't matter whether he was there or not. In fact, that's all he was worth. Damn. And she sympathized with him. She said, sorry. She didn't necessarily say it out loud, but she apologized every time they saw each other. She apologized for taking Mato Shinji's place. He should have just ignored him. He would have lost his dignity and he wouldn't feel any hope. Sakura would apologize. Only made him feel like there was no outlet for everything he was feeling. Not of his humiliation. Sure, there was nothing wrong with him treating her in this way. Surely.
は魔党の後継者だぞ。魔党の後継者だぞ。尊き魔党の後継者なんだぞ。
Room shows no signs of being lived in. Are you sure about that? Well, without saying. Mato Sakura, her only bedroom was that underground nest. This room was just for appearances. She wouldn't care no matter how much he messed up the room or how many things he broke. It would change the fact that her name is on the door. It's the one on the door.
ああ、それなのに謝るんだよな、お前は。ごめんなさい、ごめんなさいってさ。じゃあさ、すまないと思うんなら、僕の言うことだけを素直に聞けよ。罪の意識、そんなもの知ったことか。魔党家の人間って自覚があるなら、兄の言うことを聞くのは妹として当然のことだろう。
Uh-huh. Just off the bed sheets. That's kind of rude. It belonged to him. She never defied him, or fought for herself. She just lived here, so why did she leave him now?
お前が取ったんだぞ、エミヤ。
I don't think so. That was a miscalculation on his part. He knew that she was attracted to Emiya Shiro. Before they met, she never had any interests. She started to think like a human being once she met Emiya Shiro. Then she gradually recovered her personality until she left Shinji. After all the trouble he went through to act like a nice older brother, how could she go with that stranger Emiya Shiro and not him?
だから言ったんだ。あいつの家にやるのは良くないって。なのにあのジジイ。エミヤは監視しなくてはならんとかふざけたこと言いやがって。
Grandfather never made any effort to bring Sakura home after giving the order. Just said to let her be. And even warned Shinji to restrain himself.
見ていろ。必ず償わせてやるぞ、エミヤ。お前はサクラの見ている前で引き裂いてやる。
Yeah, okay. That's right. Sakura was going to leave him. He just forced her back into their old relationship. She was going to leave the Mata family for him.
ああ、昔みたいにさ、また昔みたいになればいいだけじゃないか。
I see Shinji's trying to be intimidating, but I can tell you right now it's not fucking working. He cackles. His reflection in the clouded window is ghastly as a skull. You know, I low-key wanted like a super like cool detailed CG of that imagery, but then I realized no, it's Shinji. It wouldn't be cool at all. I'd probably laugh. I'm shaking my whoa, shiver my timbers, mate. Shut up. Oh, scary. Oh, scary. Shiver my timbers. Like, bro, we're shaking over here. God damn. It's evening now. Tudo seems busy and Sakura's asleep, so I'll make dinner. After I can move, albeit slowly, so it should stop from cooking simple meals. I've been positively frightened into hysteria. Real. Talk about pathetic existence. This is the consequence of not doing anything productive with your life? Something like that. This is a result of thinking you're better than the rest and then shown the face of reality, which is no, everything you thought was for you is not for you. Or I guess like you think highly of yourself and then you get thrown into reality and it's like, you know, the opposite. That no, actually, you don't mean shit. You actually don't mean shit, Mato Shinji. And you should be very well aware of that. But yeah, basically. Kazuo's not doing anything productive. Gonna fry Merlin? Why would you do that? I mean, he deserves it, but damn. Check what we have in the refrigerator and decide on tonight's menu. Will Uncle Ara teach us to embrace humility? I think so. I think he said something like that, yeah? Because that makes sense, yeah. He believes that true humility is the antidote to shame, as pride, rather than being the opposite of shame, is its source, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, humility is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. With 2 new mouths to feed, our ingredients go quickly. I'll have to make some time tomorrow to go downtown for groceries. Oh my fucking god, chat! Look at them all smiling. Look at them happy peepers. Peek, honestly. Everyone seems excited to see the dinner's ready and waiting for them in the living room. I wonder where Ryder is, but she likely has her reasons for being absent. Ryder's priority is to protect Sakura. Maybe she doesn't want to have too much contact with Tosaka, who could become an enemy. Or Saber. Why would you say that?
後で食べに来るかな、ライダー。
Why would you say that? If she doesn't come over, I'll pack a meal and bring it to her. She doesn't seem like being around other people. She doesn't seem to like being around other people, so she's probably in the shed or the dojo.
へえ、シロってこういうのが得意なんだ。さくらは洋食で、シロは和食派ってこと？
Yeah. Tosa looks at me with surprise as she munches on the fried fish. Fried the merlin fillet golden brown and made elegant soy sauce marinade that brings out the fragrance of ginger. Tosa seems fond of it.
私はこっちのが好きよ。シロがお料理上手で嬉しいわ。
Why, thank you. Next to her, Eela's enjoying a mouthful of savory sweet beef stew. It's too bad that I didn't have any potatoes on hand, but I'm glad she likes it. But Sakura's holding her chopsticks, looking confused.
さくら、どうした？食欲ないのか？
Senpai, where's the human flesh? Where's the fingers and the feet and the brain? That's what I want. What's this? The fuck?
食欲はあるんですけど、その先輩、この肉じゃがお砂糖入ってませんよ。味付けが変です。
Sugar in stew. Oh my fucking... He meant to put salt, didn't he? Did I really make such a rookie mistake with beef stew of all things?
ちょっと待った。
I tasted beef stew from the pot in the middle of the table. That's odd. This is how I always season it.
さくら、なんか変かな、これ。
変ってこれお砂糖と塩が逆になってませんか？
No.
甘みが全くないんですけど。そう？肉じゃがってこういう味でしょ？そりゃ隠し味らしきものが入ってるから他のとは違うけど、ちょっと真似できない味よ、これ。
Wait, she wants sweetness? But sugar would give it sweetness. I don't know why you put sugar in beef stew, but you know.
私は初めてだからわからないけど、美味しいよ。ちょうどいい甘さで食べやすいし。
I got it. What? What? What you got? Can you share with the class? Sakura's The fuck? What? Bruh. I was actually excited. I thought you would share something important. Something cool. Never mind. Does she taste things differently? No, I think she's just used to human taste. My fault. Rain! Come on! Rain saw his chance and fucking took it. Damn. I'll give you that. Gold star for you. So pokes at her beef stew with a puzzled expression. Takes one bite, and a second, then a third.
Sakura.
What the fuck is going on?
なんか味付けの薄いところを選んじゃったみたいです。変なこと言ってごめんなさい。先輩のご飯は今日も美味しいです。
I think Sakura's so used to eating people at this point. She laughs and resumes eating. So it was her chops as nothing happened. A little nervous when she started looking off, but then she regained her spirits. True. With gusto, she even asked for a third helping. What the? Wow! She wants more food? Gee, I wonder where it all goes. Where does all the food end up? Sure not in her stomach. We know where the food goes. We was watching surprise as Sakura kept eating with delight until we completely finished all the food and rice. Whoa! Nighttime. It's after 10 p.m. now.
時間ね。そろそろ行くわよ、シロ。
Okay. Two's guy appears, ready to leave.
分かってる。それじゃあ留守番頼むぞ、さくら。
Tozuka will go out on patrol as planned. It sounds stupid to think that we can fight back against Zoken by patrolling the town, but that's all we can do at the moment. Two enemies we have to beat are Zoken, Assassin, Saber, and that mysterious shadow. To be honest, there's no way we could beat them in a straight fight. Just have to be patient while Tozuka comes up with countermeasures. Despite that, we can't stay cooped up in the house forever. As news just said this morning, so we're gonna start attacking civilians. Might not be able to beat them now, but I don't think it's a waste to try and prevent more people from falling victim. Exactly, we got Archer on our side. Right. We're gonna go out and fight a man and his two servants. Without our own. We got Ryder. She's not leaving the house. Put on my shoes without saying anything. We always know how dangerous it is to go out at night. Even Zoken is only after Sakura. I'll consider it a nuisance if we're walking around town. In the worst case, what happened in the forest might happen again. The thought doesn't make me very talkative.
ちょっと、どういうつもりよ、あなた。
Not a lot, but what you got? And then, not in the mood even for serious talk, but look about to see Tozuka staring at me.
なら結構よ。おとなしく部屋に戻っていなさい、さくら。
Staring through me, to be exact. She's glaring at Sakura, who's standing in the hallway.
姉さん、やっぱり私も一緒に行きます。姉さんと先輩だけじゃ夜で歩くのは危険だから。
Sakura.
I appreciate that, but we need someone to protect the house, and I don't know if Ila... I mean, Ila could maybe do it alone, but like, no. That's why she's here. I appreciate the sentiment, but we have to stick to the plan.
ダメだ。ゾウケンの狙いはさくらだって分かってるだろ。さくらはイリアと一緒にここで身を守っていてくれ。
それは分かっています。けど、先輩は片手が動かないし、姉さんだってもうサーバントがいないし、ふざけないでさくら。あなたが私たちの敵であることは変わらないのよ。そんないつゾウケンの手駒になるかわからないやつに背中なんて預けられない。
That's unfair, but you're right.
けど、姉さん。あなたはあなただけ守っていればいいのよ。私たちに少しでもすまないって思うんなら、こんなことで手を煩わせないでちょうだい。あなたはライダーに自分とイリアを守らせておくだけでいいんだから。
父さか、お前。
ほら、ぼーっとしてないで行くわよ。こんなことをしている間にも犠牲者が出てるかもしれないんだから。
Good point. Tozuka grabs my hand and pulls me out of the house.
ともかく気をつけて留守番してるんだぞ、さくら。イリアのこと ことは任せたからな。
Hmm.
おい待てってば父さんがちゃんとついてくからいい加減手を離せ。
The outcome of their lives? Yeah.
ぐずぐずしてるそっちが悪いんでしょ。
Tosuka releases my hand and stops power walking.
何よその顔。言いたいことがあるならはっきり言ったら。
I have a lot of things to say, I'm just not gonna. He's being like this now. Oh, Russian, well and belligerent. Good grief. If you're that self-conscious about it, then you didn't need to use that tone with her, idiot.
じゃあ言うぞ父さんが。さっきのことだけどさくらにあんまりきついこと言うな。
Mm-hmm.
さくらだって好きであんな体なわけじゃないんだ。
分かってるわよ。けどだからこそはっきり言わないといけないでしょ。半端な態度を取ったらそれこそ造形につけ込まれるだけでしょ。
Yeah.
私はさくらに登場していない。だって造形の操り人形とかマトウに引き取られたこととかそんなの私には関わりのないことだもの。あの子自身の問題に私が口を出してもしょうがないしね。
父さんが
いい？私があの家にいるのはさくらじゃなくてあなたがいるからよ。
Hmm.
私の目的は聖杯であってさくらを助けることじゃない。そのためにはさくらを監視するし嫌われたって構わない。だからさっきみたいなことも言うしこれからもさくらを敵として扱うんだから。
Alright.
じゃあ父さんはさくらに嫌われても構わないっていうのか。今は赤の他人だから関係ないって。
そうよ。それに文句があるのあなたは。
バカ、そんなのあ
Of
るに
course.
決まってるだろ。
Dumbass. That's so like Tosuka. She's normally so bold and decisive, but right now I can see her clenching her fists and trying her best to convince herself. Baka. Exactly. Thank you.
分かった。父さんがそう振る舞うって言うなら好きにしろ。父さんがどんな態度を取ったところで気持ちはちゃんとさくらに伝わってるんだしな。
Stupid.
伝わるってどういうことよ。
Stupid. Don't worry about it.
だからお前がどのくらいさくらを大切に思ってるかってこと、部外者である俺でも気がつくんだからさくらにはもろバレだ。
誤解よ。私はただその
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
誤解も何もない。人間どうでもいいやつに真剣には怒れない。父さんがさくらに厳しいのはそういうことだろ。口にはしないけどお前の中じゃさくらは今でも大事な妹なんだ。
Mm-hmm.
何言ってんのよバカ。やめてよねそういう歯の浮くこと言うの。
Yeah, I hear you. Tosuka's so angry she becomes red in the face. But it doesn't have its usual impact, which tells me enough.
なんだ迷惑か。
Am I annoying you? What's going up? I'm bugging you?
迷惑よ。当たり前でしょそんなの。
Yeah, she's been pretty fun so far in Heavensfield.
そうか。じゃあ迷惑ついでに言っとく。俺は遠坂とさくらには仲良くしてもらいたい。さくらは遠坂が好きで、遠坂だってさくらが好きなんだから、今みたいにぎこちないのは気に食わない。
あのね、私はさくらを敵として見てるのよ。仲良くなっても仕方ないし、それに第一、今さらどうやって仲良くなれって言うのよ、あんたは。
Just be friends.
どうやってって。今のままでいいんじゃないか。自信持てよ、遠坂。お前、俺から見てもいいお姉さんだぞ。
無駄話はここまでよ。とりあえず、今朝のニュースでやってた現場に行くんだから。
Suga spins on her heel and stomps off. I follow an absent-minded, sure. But then,
シロ、
he says my name without looking at me.
その、ありがとう。今の、なんか嬉しかった。
And grumbles, embarrassed. You silly Billy. It's known at the Central Park. It's not particularly crowded even during the day, and now it's extra quiet after last night's murders. The park wasn't built as a place to rest between the official buildings. It's no different from an undeveloped wasteland.
殺人事件か。世間じゃ事件じゃなく事故って扱いみたいだけどね。まあ、確かに誰が死んで体のどこがなくなったのかいまいちわからないんじゃ、殺人って呼び方も怪しいか。
There's still bloodstains on the grass. A lot of blood, spilled in 4 separate areas. There's some distance from the blackened ground, probably because the victims tried to run away.
小坂、お前はこれが造剣の仕業じゃないって言ったけど、どうだ、現場に来て印象は変わったか？
そうね。あの黒い影の仕業かと思ったけど、ちょっと違うみたい。あいつが出ると、辺りのマナーを軒並み飲み込んでいくでしょ。けど、ここ一帯の魔力は枯渇していない。まあ、ここで起きたことが予定外の食事だろうって見方は変わらないわ。
And we know, obviously, Zoken doesn't exactly eat people like that and leave bloodstains. That's all we managed to learn from the scene. We decided the tragedy. You don't find anything else of note in Shinto. Given how conspicuous last night's incident was, it's possible that Zoken's group is trying to keep a low profile tonight. It's almost midnight. Tozuka and I head home, feeding a cool breeze on the riverbank. Ask a question on the way.
小坂、さくら、マトの後継者なんだよな。
I'd be curious about something for a while.
何を今さら。もう隠し事なんてないわよ。
いや、そうじゃなくて、後継者ってことは、さくらも魔術師なんだよな。なら、さくらはどんな魔術を使うんだろうって。
Yeah.
ああ、そういうこと。そうね。マトウの魔術は戒めとか強制とかそういうものだって聞くけど、レイジュだってマトウがいなかったらできなかったって言うし。
Thank you, Matos, for the command spells, and that's it.
じゃあ、さくらの魔術は制約なのかな。けど、それだと。
That day, Mage that Sakura unleashed when the Crestthorns were attacking her must have been Raido's power.
制約ではないと思う。それはマキリの禁呪であって得意とする魔術じゃないもの。
Okay.
まあ、考えたところで意味ないわよ。さくらには魔術を使うだけの魔力がないもの。そんな余分な力、真っ先に刻印中に食べられるんだから、魔術は組み立てられないはずよ。
Okay.
そうか。それならいい。で、遠坂から見て、さくらってどれぐらいの腕前なんだ？マトウの後継者ってことは同じぐらいなのか？
魔術回路の数で言うなら、私と同じぐらいよ。
Okay.
シロ、私たちが姉妹ってこと忘れたの？
He did, yes. Stupid. Right. Now that she mentions it, that's why the Matos adopted her to begin with.
じゃあ、やっぱり遠坂と同じぐらい。
どうかしらね。私が五大元素で、さくらは架空元素だったらしいわ。けど、マトウは水属性だから、無理やりそっちに変えられたのよ。鳥としてなら大空を飛べたものを、無理やり海中に入れたらどうなると思う？
Uh-huh.
死ぬか、それとも。
そう。海中に適応する体を得るだけで精一杯よ。
Yeah, extreme uncomfortability.
遠坂でなら大成しただろうけど、無理やりマトウにさせられたさくらはシロと変わらないわ。
Oh.
うんうん。体を鍛えてある分、あなたの方が何倍も強いでしょうね。
I figured.
じゃあ、仮に遠坂とさくらが魔術戦をすれば。
10回中10回、私の勝ち。さくらの魔力量じゃ私の防壁を突破できない。
Damn. Huh. I see. I know what kind of magecraft Sakura can use, but her power dynamic with Tosuka is clear. If she isn't the type to brag, she's probably just stating the facts.
けど恥ずかしいな。さくらが魔術師だったことにも気づかなければ、さくらの腕前もわからない。これでさくらの保護者を気取ってたなんて、とんだ大バカ者だ。
No, you're fine.
あのね、さくらは体内の魔力を刻印鳥に食べられちゃうんだから、そばにいても魔術師だってわからないわよ。それに、あの子はあなたにだけはバレないようにって頑張ってきたのよ。だからそんなこと、間違っても本人の前で口にしないでよね。
You got it. Yeah, they didn't tell me twice. Even if Sakura is a mage, she's still Sakura. Not sophisticated enough to play games with her anyway. No matter who she is, all you can do is treat her the same way I always have.
そうだな。遠坂がそれでいいって言うんなら、俺は今までと同じようにさくらとやっていく。魔術師として手を貸してもらおうなんて思わないけど、それでいいんだな。
もちろんよ。あなたがさくらに頼ろうなんて言い出したら、その時はさくらを私の家に連れ戻してたところ。
Ah. The way she says it so gentle with a smile makes my heart skip a beat. See? You're a great big sister, Tosuka.
けど、それも無理かな。さくら、あなたの家だと笑うんだもの。昨日から何が驚いたかって、それが一番驚いたわ。
That was a surprise? The flood seems to make Tosuka so happy.
笑うって、さくらはその。
That's how she always is.
ええ、私の取り越し苦労だったけどね。そのさ、私はさくらとはあんまり話せないから、その代わりに暇さえあれば見てたのよ。あの子が私と同じ学園に入ってからは、毎日のように弓道部に入り浸ってたし。
まあ、それは知ってるけど。
Well.
うん。それでね、しばらく経ってから気がついたのよ。あの子、一度も笑ってないって。
Yeah. That sounds pretty believable. Even though I'm only hearing it for the first time. Now I think about it, Sakura's always pretty gloomy at school.
まあ、それもあなたがいる時だけは別だったけど、たまにシローが弓道部に来た時はさくらだって笑ってた。要するにさくらが元気な時はエミやシローが目の前にいる時だけなのよ。
I was gonna say something that should make me happy, but somehow
さくら、人前では笑わないのか。
I think I just learned a terrible truth about her. That's fair. It's past 1 in the morning by the time I'm back on my bed. Plopped down on my futon. Tonight's patrol was fruitless. What we learned was that the story on the morning news was true. Was a thanks for the flashbang, by the way. Holy shit, my eyes. God damn. My fucking eyes. Holy shit. That was horrible. That was so uncomfortable. God damn. Thanks for the flashbang. Yeah, I might have to defeat. To be honest, when I think about that thing and have to fight eventually, it gives me chills and makes me want to vomit. So we can assassinate our opponents so human can still fight. But the other two aren't. Not even sure if the Shadow can die. As for Saber, I don't have a chance in hell of beating her. Now innocent people are dying, doesn't matter whether I can win or not.
アーチャーの腕か。
Touch the red cloth around my left arm. I do have a weapon. I don't know how well it'll work, but it's still a weapon. The question is whether I can master it, whether I'll be able to survive using it.
少しだけなら大丈夫だよな。
Unwrap the red cloth. Blood starts to flow as soon as I loosen the binding. Suddenly, I feel like I hear a beast howling. You fucking dumbass. Something stabs me. Stabs me throughout my body. This is pain? If it is, then no pain I felt before counts as pain anymore. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. And even to Tommy, my bed softness hurts me. I'm sitting on a hail of swords. The air is toxic and I die 3 times from breathing it. Bird chirps in the distance. The wind is strong. There's no humidity. My skin dries out and turns to sand. It flows and slogs away. I crumble away. Hot stakes stab me through the exposed holes. 32 of them. Through my shoulder. Each of them delicately, meticulously, excellently, precisely skewers my internal jugular vein. Trachea, spinal cord, sympathetic nerves, my literal upper, middle, and lower lobes. Aorta, heart, diaphragm, spleen, stomach, liver, and all 8 stacks of my large intestine. You fucking dumbass. You were told to just not take it off! I'm crumbling. I'm slow at a frightening pace. I watch 60 trillion cells crumble at a rate of 340 per second. There's no pain. There's no pain. There's no pain. There's only terror. The credits roll, invading with astonishing speed. Flashback stops at a maniacal image. Death to come, the death in the past, the death happening now. The pain is the physical pain, but burst of rejection each time death strikes me. I hear a noise on my knees, the sound of my head hitting the floor. My eyes are hot, as I've been crying. This really stopped a scream from escaping my throat. I curled up into a ball, took my head in my stomach and clutched my left arm in my right hand, weeping. I'm scared. I felt this since the fire 10 years ago. I'm scared. It's the dread that every living creature fears. I'm scared. For the first time in my life, I want to escape my own doom. I don't reject death because it hurts. Not because I want to live. It just scares me. I tie the red cloth back on. I do it over and over so I'll never come loose again. Chili burrito. I was sobbing. Priest said I'd die if I used my left arm. That's bullshit. I'll die if I even take off the shroud. I might be able to take it, but my mind will go first. I mean, slightly loosening it and exposing the skin in the air was enough of a mental ordeal. I couldn't even endure that, and I can't possibly live without the shroud. No. This arm is contradictory thing. It's a contradictory thing that no one should touch. It's too late. My body's already a train on an abandoned, condemned railroad track, running to its final stop. A ship with a crack in its hull sinking into the ocean depth with no one to save it. All the passengers are unaware. By the time they notice, it's already too late. What the fuck? My breathing is ragged. I was having a bad dream. I sweat from my forehead. Can't even stand up. Just like curled up, bearing this pain I don't understand in my head. I don't understand. I can't remember. My left arm hurts. Hurts so bad I wish I didn't have a left arm. I try to remember why it hurts so much. But I can't remember how I was feeling just a second ago. Pain recedes. I should bundle up my disjointed mind. Must have been because I was sleeping. My scattered memories feel like a chopped onions that should cook nicely if I organized them. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. See? A drizzle of soy sauce for color and some pepper for flavor and a pinch of potato starch to bring the mess all together. I think you've officially fucking lost your mind. You are tweaking or you're crashing out. One of the two, pick one.
まずそうそれ
Mumble absently. Useless head. Only knows how to help other people so much it's a nuisance. Comes up with one conclusion. I don't have to eat something that doesn't look tasty. Okay. I lost it already. This makes sense to rely on something that isn't there. Therefore, Emishiro has no weapon. He has to suppress this alien thing as long as he lives. It'll taint him for the rest of the life. It's futile to restrain it with this cloth. There's only one way to truly escape this poison. Just cut it off. I know that. But I can't bear to let it go. Uh-oh. The muzzle of a gun points at my temple. I imagine its trigger. The left arm is the trigger. Once I pull it, it'll operate as designed and blow my brains out. Well, I guess Shiro just killed himself, alright. I'm trembling. In the dim light, I hold my breath and stare at the blank wall. Hold my left arm tight again and fall back down. Just cut it off. I close my eyes. I soften my pathetic moans. It's time to sleep so I can be rested tomorrow. This is terrifying. It's kind of fucked up. I hear a small noise. We heard sound of footsteps in the wooden hallway. I wake up my hazy mind. It isn't quite 2 a.m. Less than 30 minutes has passed since I went to bed. I squirm out of my futon and constantly holding my left arm.
Sakura.
She's outside my room. I call out to the source of the noise outside my door. I didn't sense her outside. I just had a feeling that she was there. Sakura? The door slides open. Sakura dreamily steps into my room. We're not doing this now. Or, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. We're not doing what I think we're doing, right? Because we can't do that now. Stares at the ground, biting her lip in shame, unsure what to say.
ごめんなさい先輩。私
She apologizes to me as if blaming herself. That is a CG, alright. Also, you sleep with your shirt on, Shiro? That should be the one apologizing. I know full well why she's here. It's the pain of her body, pain, panting, and thirst.
帰ったらすぐにさくらのところに行くべきだった。苦しい思いをさせてごめんな。
I stand up. If I apologize, I can't forgive him for getting so wrapped up in my left arm that I forgot about Sakura's condition.
先輩。
分かってる。さくらの準備ができているんならすぐに始めよう。
This was a hate scene? Yeah, of course. Sakura nods, blushing. It's nothing to be embarrassed about, but maybe Sakura sees the act of drinking blood as something immoral.
でも
She looks down with a troubled expression. Oh, right. Can't get anything done this way. We were thinking before, but we can share my blood in a smarter way this time.
ちょっと待ってくれ。机に確か。
Pardon? Somebody go to the desk. Not with my arm, Shiro! My left arm moves.
先輩大丈夫ですか？
いや、なんでもない。ちょっと立ちくらみがしただけだ。
How did you time that with the fucking frizzly screen? How'd you do that? Damn. I'm pathetic. Since I used my left arm, I remember my earlier pain. It doesn't hurt as long as I keep the cloth on. So what am I afraid of?
よし、あった。
With my right hand, I rummage around in the desk drawer and pull out a box cutter. I extend the blade and make sure it isn't chipped or dull. Sakura isn't going to bite me. I need to draw blood myself. This would be easier if I had a syringe or some tubing. But unfortunately, I don't. The fastest way to draw blood would be to cut myself. That's fucking insane. Alright. My right hand holds the box cutter. My left is wrapped in the cloth surrounding my left. My left hand is wrapped in the cloth surrounding my left arm. Shiro grinds it. I will cut myself. I should hold my sentence. I'm doing something foolish. When the cut in my right hand, that means I'd have to cut my left. But you swapped those two by accident there, Type Moon. But if it hurt that much, I would just loosen the cloth. Cutting it is clearly out of the question. Still, my left hand isn't dexterous enough to make short, persistent movements while holding anything thin. I consider what to do next. I hear the echoes of a howl. It tells me that it still isn't too late. This arm is too heavy a burden to bear. Think. Remember how much you suffered just from loosening the cloth. It's the coolest background. Ojishiro Gaming. Alright. It isn't too late. You have a blade. It's going to keep invading your body for the rest of your life, and it'll be a constant struggle to keep it in check. You'll have to live with it, never knowing when the bomb you're carrying might go off. So you might as well take that knife and cut off the timer at least. I freeze, still holding the box cutter. To myself, I wouldn't have any more doubts. They were all resurrected as soon as I picked up this blade. My heart beats as cold and mechanical rhythm. My eyes lose focus.
先輩
You're not cutting off your arm with a box cutter, buddy. Her voice breaks me out of the chains. Then I have to take a deep breath.
悪い。少し考え事をしてた。どうでもいいことだから気にしないでくれ。
Yeah.
そうなんですか。でも先輩顔色が
We're fine.
ちょっと胸焼けがしてるだけだ。今の桜に比べたら大したことじゃないさ。
Perpetrator, thanks for the first time chatter. Which route is your favorite shows from? In terms of just like up to this current point, when it comes to just like overall, I think it might still be UBW because he's just so fucking cool. But that's because he then becomes closer to Archer really than anything. But overall, I mean, it's clearly Heaven's Feels the best one so far, honestly. Yeah, I mean, it's just because he just does Archer things. But it's... He shouldn't be that way, because that's following the steps of Archer, the thing you shouldn't be doing. But I do like him. Yeah. The rebellious Shiro is honestly super interesting. Could you do my phone again? Thank you.
待ってろ。この程度の傷ならすぐに。
Slide with the box cutter. Pain is just a slight pinch. No big deal.
よし、これなら。
Go ahead and drink. Blood leaks out brighter than I expected. Now Sakura can... bleeding out here. Go on. Please. Drop the box cutter. So just stares at my wound. The red liquid trickling down my arm. She's wearing a slack expression. It's like she was never scared to begin with. Aha. Her eyes look like she's in a trance. Lips a half part and her pale throat gulps with desire. Okay, so now we're doing those interesting descriptions that you are known for, Nasu. I see. She gets on all fours and crawls over my futon toward me. She reminds me of a graceful four-legged beast. Really? You're comparing her to an animal? Alright.
Sakura.
I don't know how to react to this sudden change. I extend my arm, blood dripping from its wrist, to Sakura. You cut your wrist, Shiro? Wait a minute. You cut your wrist? Fucking dumbass. That's like one of the very few points on your body you don't cut yourself. Like, bro, god damn! Don't cut your fucking wrist, you dumbass! God damn, it's Jover, dude. We're gonna bleed out. A drop of blood falls from my fingertip. A drop! A drop falls from your finger! You could have fooled me! Pulls on her soft, wet lips. Tongue flakes out, lapping up each drop. Alright. Spellbound, Sakura licks my finger. The smooth texture of her tongue on my finger. I didn't notice the pain. Well, alright. It's happening again. The irresistible feeling is coming. Okay. Sakura looks beautiful and bewitching as she licks my arm. Her scent enters my mind and arouses me. Any fear she showed earlier is long gone. Well, of course it is. It's just, yeah, right. Your Honor? I'm good. I think I'm good. I don't need to hear it, you know? What I'm seeing is good enough. It's like she's licking honey. Lips draw closer to the cut. They cover the wound, which had been leaking blood. Well, no shit. Struck by indescribable pleasure. My shoulders go so limp, I think my arms might fall off. It's enchanting sweetness, unlike she was only licking me. Because now she's giving you, Nah, I'm not gonna say it. Grip my teeth, keep my voice down. Blood is taken and pleasure flows into its place. Yet the wound is hazy and I can barely even register what's happening to my right arm. Sakura sucks my arm, draining it dry. She's just doing it to recover her magical energy. But it's so sweet. You're pushing it, Nasu! The murmuring voice resonates with my nerves. Makes if having my blood sucked reaches my shoulder, and the discomfort and fear of my left arm is drowned out by the pleasure of my right. You are reaching! For I know it, I'm embracing her. Alright, man. Use the arm that Sakura is sucking on to pull her in and hold her against my chest. Sakura continues slaking her thirst, savoring my blood. Alright, man. Okay. Alright. What is her soft body? I'm gonna touch her lips and my arm. The honey pleasure of being drained. An indescribable impulse rises in my chest. I want to hug Sakura until she breaks. We know what you actually mean. We know what you want. No, you don't want to hug her until we know what you want to do. We know what you actually want to do. Stop with the innuendos, man. Just fucking say it. Actually, don't say it. It's better if you don't. It's better for me if you don't. She sucks it all up. Since I have not just my blood, but my vitality is sucked away as well. I'm the cheeky moment for real. My pleasure-dazed, hazy mind. Don't worry about that. The thing! Don't worry about it. This reminds me of something. It doesn't matter. I don't care about those misgivings. How do we stay like this? Sakura reluctantly pulls her lips away from my arm. My head feels heavy. It still feels like Sakura's sucking on me. My mind is floating in the air. Still try to see if Sakura's okay. Uh-huh. Psst. Sakura drops her gaze apologetically. And I feel the last drop of tension leave me as if I've used up all my magical and physical strength. Damn, you sure fucked hard. I mean, sucked hard. Yeah. Oh, we blacked out. Alright. Let's go off in my head with a zap. Think about what comes after. I remember Sakura's gentle touch of my arm with the pleasure of having my blood drained. Suck was too good, literally. Like giving my blood to Sakura was just a dream. Fall into a deep slumber. My thoroughly exhausted body forgets it all. Sakura treated my cut and went back to her room. The anxiety lingering back in my mind. Everything that's happened tonight. Back into the light sleep I was in 1 hour ago. I will find out next time, man. What do you mean there's more fucked up shit? What do you mean there's more fucked up garbage happening in a 5-minute adventure? Fucking, we're right there. Fucking, we're right there. We're right there. We're right there. Fucking, whatever. We're right there. It's fine. It's fine. We're right there. It's fine. Right. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Can we just back to the eroticism instead? Can we just have the sex scene instead? Than this? Deadass. I'll read the sex scene instead of this. That's not a promise for any future readings, by the way. That's not a promise. I'm just having some wishful thinking. Bold declaration. This in a sea of red. Water covers the familiar landscape, making the town seem like a fish tank. There is no air. Each time it breathes, something dark coils in its throat. It craves oxygen, but the harder it tries to breathe, the more the heavy air fills its lungs like water. So it's not different from being in the ocean. It pants, feeling suffocated. It was meant to live on land. It wasn't born in the sea. Seeking to exit the water, it climbs toward the highest place in town. Still, it feels breathless. Looking down at the vast cityscape, its throat burns due to lack of oxygen. Its suffering causes it to despise the peacefully sleeping city. Can't breathe, can't breathe, can't breathe! There's no air here. There's no pain here. Can't breathe, can't breathe, can't breathe, can't breathe. It's dragging something. Body's bewitchingly slippery and colorful. Can't breathe, not enough, can't breathe. Hi! Dark hands gather several corpses. Crooked hands squeeze several corpses. Not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough. With squishing noise, something splashes all over it. It lacks oxygen. It's hard to breathe oxygen. The water pressure doesn't care. The water pressure is unbearable. Flowing liquid covers its body. Most likely believes that this is the waterproof suit it needs to survive in this ocean. Reaches out with its warped hands. Moonlit dark hands become a giant shadow, descending to crush a part of the town. She wakes from her sleep. She gasps for air. Gasps the shockingly realistic dream, she hugs her burning hot body. Suddenly she feels something wet. Both her hands are covered in dark red. Oh. Well, if that's not a declaration for anything, then I don't know what is. She shuts her eyes and thrusts her hands away from herself. When she warily opens them again, her hands are clean. Okay, never mind. She was just a hallucination. She can't stop shaking. She trembles with fear, shuddering like a broken machine. Shaking might cause the rattling bolts in her ears to fall out. She imagines all of her insides falling out one by one, till she's lost too many parts to move anymore. The visual terrifies her so badly she can't stop shaking. She's having those shaky dreams? True. She goes to the bathroom. She can't take it in more than a few steps. Her trembling limbs won't obey her. She then falls over, bracing herself on a desk. Her vision is hazy. She can't walk to the door, or even see it clearly. She can't remember what she was just dreaming about, or why she got out of bed. She's breaking. She can't remember anything. She can't think of anything. What she feels is desire and hunger. She wants our warm bodies and kind, gentle words. She slumps against the desk, shaking her head. She's filled with fear and boundless self-loathing. Something's wrong with her. She knows something is wrong with her. Why isn't it enough? She got more just a few hours ago, but isn't enough at all. She was so happy. There's no greater joy on earth. So why isn't it even close to enough? That's because of how hollow and empty she is. That's why he isn't enough to fill her up. But she doesn't want anyone else to fill her up. That's why she wanted to keep becoming his, forever and ever. She thought it would be fine if the time, her feelings, if other people, if it all went away. So why didn't she make it happen? It's so mysterious, but she can't help not knowing why. So she naturally thought that he might be able to do it for her. She's giddy. This is some strange delusion. Just for an instant, she thought that sounded fun. What? And that terrifies her. She steadies herself on the table, but it feels like it's about to fall apart. But she hangs on. Day by day, scary dreams are becoming clearer. Day by day, the scary dreams stop being scary. That's why she's starting to break. Until now, it was only her body. Now her mind is starting to go. She mumbles and weeps, biting her lip. It's fine if her memories are vague. She doesn't need to remember what happened a few hours ago. Her limbs won't listen to her. She isn't afraid of falling asleep forever. But she doesn't want to stop being herself. She doesn't want to be a bad person. She'll keep going crazy bit by bit until she finally snaps. Once that happens, she's sure that she'll be the greatest cause of his suffering. She's afraid of that. She's afraid of going crazy. It terrifies her more than anything else so far. If she loses it, he won't touch her anymore. He won't love her anymore. Won't be able to be together anymore. She won't even know when they are. That's not all. If she goes insane, he'll be with some other woman. She doesn't want that. Not at all. She always thought that he deserved someone better. Now she can't allow it to happen. After all, he already belongs to her. So she's afraid. Afraid of not knowing what she'll do once it happens. She knows how bad things are. There's no way out. She can't tell anyone about her problem. If she does, she'll just end up back in the cold place she was before. She can't go back there. Not now that she's known warmth. She wants more. To be here with him and smile with him. She knows full well what she'll lose if this goes on. Her wish is a simple desire. For her own happiness. She has to ruin the one and only person who wants her to become happy. She can't do that. She can just keep breaking where no one can see her. She's going to go crazy anyway. She might as well disappear now and turn into a monster while no one else is around. Sure, that's the right choice. But she clings to it. Because she's warm. Because she's happy. Because she wants more. Why me, she wonders. Why is she the only one who has to be cut off from such simple wants? She shakes off her weakness. She isn't jealous. She doesn't resent anyone. She defends herself. She just wants a little more time. She shakes her head in denial. In her empty head, she covers her dark heart. There's no off-ramp to happiness on this road. She turns away from an answer she already knows. Her clouded mind has long since fallen into a nightmare. She forces herself to stop wishing for someone to help her. She just keeps crying, alone. That was not 5 minutes. But it was worth it, though. I'll give you that. It was worth it. But that wasn't 5 minutes. But it was worth it. February 11th for let's see what the title's called. Heaven's Feel. 12 Overdose. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're getting on the drugs. Alright. That's it for this time. Hope you enjoyed. That was fucking crazy. There was so much shit happening, like, god damn. A lot of things that happened. Good Lord. Mission accomplished. Yeah, we got through a day. God damn. Well, I don't have much to say. That was just like... Jesus. Well, chat. Have a good day, evening, or night, wherever you're in the whole wide world. And hope to see each one of you. Same time, same place, next time. Until then, chat. Bye-bye!